And we're live.
We're live.
It's alive.
Could someone check the stream? If you can. I
Yeah,
want to make
please,
sure.
please do.
Yeah, I'll
'Cause I
check
have this. I have a feeling that
Let me do the music too. Where did I put it? There
I
we
just
go.
want to make sure it's not doubling up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. I got you.
Are we good? I guess you're checking.
Yep, sounds good. All good.
Okay, sounds good.
Daru, join Foundry.
Oh yeah,
Better
got about
close on my porn tabs. No, I'm just kidding.
that.
I just have a bunch of like writing tabs open. I better close them up, otherwise people will see
Careful,
my-
Vosh. Careful.
Ooh. But yeah, it does depend pretty thoroughly on what you enjoy. Someone enjoys, I like a little bit
It
of.
doesn't really matter at some point, because like even if it's like vanilla, one man, one woman.
Well, that's
know.
bad, but if it's fucked up shit, it's worse.
What the hell did I just do?
Anyway, yeah, let's not
It's
talk
bad
about
because
this
it's too
anymore.
boring for nowadays, hey? Unless it's like 20 people, the midget amputee bukkake, it's not fun anymore.
Stop. I don't want to hear these words.
Stop.
My ears.
My poor
I won't
Christian
say my
ears.
virgin ears, but still.
You mean like the
All right,
granny
sorry.
and the granny and the
You know,
tranny?
it's tradition to start the stream with some embarrassing shit. So there we go. The stream has officially started. So, do we have a recap? Maybe.
Happening.
I left a little bit early last time, so I didn't take the notes. But
You didn't miss much. Come on.
well, yeah, I guess nothing happened because like the sound was off for some stupid reason.
I mean, what?
Well, no, if you listen to it, it was like.
But I mean, the whole game, not just the final 5 minutes. Come on.
Oh, I can't
Do you
remember
not
now.
know how?
How did we get back?
By coach, surely. All expenses paid, of course. You got back and you did a bunch of stuff. Now, what stuff? Come on.
We met with the farmers, and we heard people talking about the what's it?
The old one that owns the place. Left it to them as inheritance. But that's the farm. There was also a guy under a cursed item.
Yes, for the curse. And we sent our underlings to deal with that. Some new adventuring party that works.
Yeah, your
for
low
us was
level adventurer flunkies. With express instructions to, be careful. Right. Is that basically it? We took it real easy.
Yeah, and there was also the talk about the festival that's coming up with beauty and definitely nothing else is definitely going to be happening there. Lots of people are going to be admiring beauty and definitely not paying for the privilege. At the festival.
well, right, but that's still a ways off, right? You're still, out and about town, getting the lay of the land, upgrading your various things, meeting with people. Especially Kairos is likely getting very acquainted with the army, right? Seeing what they can do, maybe drilling them a bit. But we'll get into detail when I finish the new army composition with the new units. Because we may want to, upgrade, combine, that kind of deal. Right. Let's have a nice random town happening as a warm up. D50, please.
Who you want to roll?
Whoever wants to roll.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, do it.
49.
Ooh. That's the end of the road there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, interesting. I want to add something. I want to roll for something, but I need to add you to the initiative. Actually, no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, let's do that. Wait, three of you. Should I introduce the other character just so we have a full party again?
Oh, you mean like
To
the
Garth.
Yeah,
Garth now.
yeah. Like let's get it over with, eh? Or
If you want, sure.
I mean, I didn't write much for this, but I suppose he can come back right where. Right. I suppose I wasn't exactly prepared for this, and if I were to do a lame ass thing like, oh, he um, reappears in a miniature storm cloud that suddenly built up in his mage tower, and he appeared all naked and crouching with his fist to the ground, and said, I need your clothes and your motorcycle." That would be kind of lame on my part, wouldn't you agree?
it'd be kind of funny.
Sure, but like, for one, he doesn't have the physique. Two, he does have a bit of the accent, just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Yeah.
yeah.
But you know, he deserves better than that. So, you know, either way, I need you to roll initiative,
Okay.
and let's add kill too, just so. Okay, and then one of you will have to roll a d4.
Of a D4.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
Take
Okay.
Kairos.
Number
Take
three.
Kairos.
Number three,
Four.
Goggins. Okay, Goggins.
Oh shit.
Goggins.
Sorry. I didn't hear till you after.
Goggins. As you walk around town, one of the locals comes up to you with quite an air of admiration and awe on his face. "Oh, my lord Goggins, I cannot believe I am finally seeing you up close in the flesh, and what powerful flesh you have, and it's terrifying but also reassuring because you are protecting us with your strong arms." It's like,
Got a fanboy here.
yeah, you have gained a simp.
There's nothing mediocre about Goggins' pussy.
Goggins will say. Goggins will say. I live only to serve. As a
Come on, that's not Goggins. Come on.
I'll say, what's your name?
My name? Oh, I cannot believe. My Lord Goggins is asking for my name. Oh my God. And he actually seems to forget it for a little bit. Which is to say, give me a little second here.
Uh-huh.
My name is Bjorn, my lord.
Oh, this is Bjorn.
Fine name. Fine name, Bjorn. And what do you do in our lands?
I am a woodcutter. And I was wondering, what is your secret for such big arms? I aspire to such heights of strength, fitness, and prowess.
What is it? One Punch Man? It's like, what does he say? Like 100 press?
100 sit-ups, squats, push-ups, and 10-kilometer run every day. Oh,
You go from 0 to 60 in that, and you'll kill yourself.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's just a meme, right? and it's been referenced in several places since then, like solo leveling. But is that it? Oh, I'm gonna start right now, and he takes off running.
Off you go, son.
Let's go!
He'll give him a little slap on the arse as he runs.
I feel like he's probably going to find himself connected to Paylor. Didn't Frith talk about how, like, Paylor's whole thing is you do your push-ups and, you know, Paylor
that's probably
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm not sure. I'm actually, I kind of doubt it, actually. But anyway. Right, and speaking about Goggins, I assume at some point you'll want to visit his barbarian camp, especially since he's been upgrading it. Right, so, oh fuck, I need to, this gonna leave the camp theme going. Right, so among these upgrades, I can think about several more animal cages, right? Several more housing, maybe some actual constructions, not just some fucking tents and stuff. Because winter is coming. This is a temperate area. You want your people to, not freeze their balls off, and including some totems to worship nature properly. Yeah, you don't have that yet.
Yeah, that's
of course, you do have a shaman to take care of that stuff for you. And while she is communing with nature's spirit around this area, she feels a presence growing, getting stronger, reaching out even. My chieftain, I suggest we mount an expedition to meet with whomever is or whatever is emanating that presence I'm feeling.
Goggins will ask her if she can tell any more, if it's a hostile or seems friendly, or maybe she just doesn't know.
Well, I'm sure you know, my chieftain, the forces of nature rarely rarely fall into these categorizations of good, evil. Yes, you can have malevolent creatures that seek to upend the balance of nature, but that balance is precisely that balance. Predators will do as predators do, and so on. So I cannot say if it will be a threat or not, or a protector, a guardian. That is why this expedition is most important.
I was thinking, like, if it was potentially some kind of corrupted spirit or something like that.
No, definitely not. No. It is of nature. It is not corruption.
Very good.
No, if it was that, we would have known.
He'll ask her, do you have a good sense of direction and how far away?
Yes, very much so. To the southeast. I still don't have the Griffin's Gate map ready because it's big, bros, and stuff is like really tiny on the map to give a sense of scale, and it'll take a while longer, but
no worries.
I can give you some directions. It's to the southeast, up along a river, a tributary to this river. I forgot the name of the river. Don't make me look for it. But yeah, it's a heavily forested area, so that should clue you in. It's to the south of where you hunted that white stag early in your stay in these parts.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yeah. So, who shall we bring?
We Where are the other lads? Are they just back at base, or are we all?
You can summon them, surely.
Yeah.
You can convince them like this pertains to the whole region.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the boys. It sounds like Tyrian's on something.
We're not sending out the flunkies this time.
Band's back together.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else?
If we take all the primals as well, all the barbarians that we.
Yeah, I like that designation actually.
That should be plenty.
Because their power source is primal, actually. So that's Ursu, Zaki, Seirian, and who else?
Blanos?
And
Blanos.
And Blanos the Cyclops. He's a chunky boy.
A Cyclops nature.
Yeah,
Nature, or?
They're magical in origin, but they've, let's say, assimilated. Actually, let me see.
Yeah.
So a Cyclops. Fey origin. Whoa.
Okay. Fey.
Interesting.
That's magic, right?
Yeah.
Trust the Fae. Never trust the Fae.
But they've since integrated into the world, so just like there's a difference between elves and Eladrin. Eladrin can be found in the Feywild. Right? They're high elves, basically, whereas mundane elves are just elves, right? They've been here a long time and since, lost a lot of their connection to the Feywild. Not all of it, of course, but, Okay, so you have your team, and you mount your expedition. Now, going towards that area. Oh, I think you might want to take some others with you, such as the Dark Huntress herself, Nimain, the Emerald Archer, Feoland, her stepbrother, and the hunting scion, Rory, the falconer, if you remember him.
Yeah.
That falcon, it proves quite useful.
Yeah, he was.
Plus, he's handy with a spear. Okay, I'll put him down.
Good to have a scout.
Yeah, exactly. A spotter.
You never know.
You're a wizard, spotter. No, I'm not. Come on. Okay.
Harry Spotter, the boy who lifted.
Yeah, I love that series. Holy shit, I love it. Okay. As you approach, you hear mention of particularly these last 3 hunters. Huh. Well, I don't remember any large trees growing in the area. You might ask, what do you mean large trees? I mean like a 200-foot tree. See there?
Big old tree.
You see it? Yeah. It's a huge fucking tree.
Have you changed the map, or I'm still in camp?
I'm gonna change it in a second.
Okay.
Real Yggdrasil-looking motherfucker.
Ooh,
that's some Elden Ring shit right there.
Yeah. Well, not quite like that. Okay, that's like the world's tree level. This is like country tree level.
Big enough. It stands
that
out.
makes sense. That makes sense. Like the scale of it. Okay. And here it finally is. There you go.
Grove. Ooh. How would you look at that?
Oh fuck! I don't have music. Come on. Well.
Reminds me of Breath of Fire 3.
Well, yeah. Why don't I fucking have some? Let's do this, I guess.
I'll be right back. 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit ominous, but I suppose it's nature-y. It's actually Scathach's theme, so you know. I didn't suggest she comes because, big belly and stuff. Yeah, I whipped up this map like in a real hurry. The tree is really the centerpiece. Gonna wait for Daru because I want to hear more from him, especially since he's the nature bro around. Okay. Yeah, kind of dark music.
It's kind.
I'm not. I should have kept that barbarians thing. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, this is perfect. But we'll have to wait. You can ask like the people around, like, yo, is this shit normal or? Feel free to, bans.
I was never directly involved in a lot of nature-style expeditions. My experiences are. I understand this is not a military exercise, so you may have to clue me in on how it differs.
So was this tree here before, or is this like
Well,
new?
for one thing, it's really large. Like that's readily apparent. But another thing, Syrian, the shaman S, I guess, here will remark. Will remark if you feel with your senses, you can feel its presence. That is to say, you feel free to roll me an Arcana.
I'm back.
You can reach out with your senses and feel its power.
Almost a 20. That'd be really funny if it was.
You can actually feel it, which is very interesting because, as a literal devil person, you might think you are quite disconnected from nature in that sense, and you're not particularly magically trained either. And yet you can still feel like a presence, like an entity, right?
Interesting. The implication could be either Kairos doesn't know himself as well as he thinks he does, which could be interesting, or something here is more than just nature.
It's probably a bit of both. By the way, Goggins can roll me nature too.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Well, Goggins looks at that and basically says, "That's a big fucking tree, eh?"
In it.
In it.
Branches on that bugger.
Yeah. Gonna make me a lot of toothpicks. Well, maybe not that, but yeah, you do remark that it's quite interesting. Now, I assume you want to approach, yes? Because you want to make sure what the hell is going on.
I take it wasn't here before. This tree.
Actually, no. No, that's the point. Your hunters mentioned, like, they kind of know the area, including the forested area, and it's like, yo, this is new. Maybe not overnight new, but definitely not here when you first arrived in the area.
It's grown fast.
And
it has magical power emanating from it, you see, there, represented. So it's definitely special. Now, as you approach, you start to hear wood crack as if big old branches are breaking themselves apart. And try to zoom in for this. At the base of it, there opens a portal, and not a portal as in magical teleportation thingy. A portal as in a doorway, but calling it a doorway is kind of cheap, so I'm calling it a portal.
So the wood
now,
itself opens up.
yes, the tree opens. Now, to my shame, I haven't really found a worthy picture of a dryad. Like I've been looking, guys. I've been looking, and they're either too human or too evil looking or creepy or whatnot.
What,
I will
didn't
come
want
up
to
with
just
something.
slap some green paint on a bikini model and call it a day?
Yeah, I mean, call me cringe, I guess. But D&D is all about the imagination, after all, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to make do with that for now. And outcomes. So for now, I will say a creature, yes, that's definitely humanoid looking, but there's several key differences. One, the visible parts of the skin are bark and branches and leaves. It's like a wood sculpture come to life. Actually, now that I look, I do have a picture. I'm not 100% satisfied, but you know, it's usable. Just give me a second to upload it.
Do we need to do a knowledge check on this?
What? Sorry.
Do we need a
Oh, you
knowledge?
can. Absolutely. Absolutely, you can do. Nature or Arcana.
I'll roll nature. Better.
Ooh,
A lot better.
that's really good. Pretty much can't get better.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit tight.
Yeah, I'll let you guys handle this one.
How much? How much?
36.
36.
Whoa. Just a wee second.
You rolled a
I need
19.
to upload the.
Good.
Okay, and out comes this creature. Where the fuck did I put what? Oh, there we go. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Tree ditties.
Valeriana.
You don't want to know what else I found, bro. Like it's good, but not for the stream. um, and when it speaks, she speaks. You can hear more of that wood crackle and a sort of singing. It's not like speaking as you would understand. Sort of like singing. Oh wait, I do have a song for this. Oh, let me look for it. Fuck. I have to upload it. Shame on me. Shame on me.
Get a little bit closer.
You can. But I just mentioned how it's trying to speak. You figure you can, because there is definitely a way of communicating. Just not by using common.
Right. Get up primordial.
Primordial, yes.
That might do it. It's right, isn't it?
How tall
So
is
who
this
knows
thing?
primordial? Guardians and 200 feet or 60 meters. Oh, you mean the Dryad? It's actually pretty tall. About, let me see. About 6'4".
Oh yeah, that's not bad. It's like my dad's
Tall
height.
girl.
What?
Fleggy.
That's pretty tall, bro.
Pretty tall for a chick.
Especially.
She'd be in the WNBA.
Although, we don't actually know what the average dryad height is. Maybe that's actually short for her species. And she's just
Would you think?
I don't
I'm not
necessarily
sure.
think, but it'd be really funny.
Let me check, I guess.
I don't know nothing about dryads in D&D or in mythology. So,
Well, their natures. Oh, yeah. Someone rolled a nature to try to know what this creature is, so I can tell you. But first, the height, because you. Oh, just under 6 to over 7 feet tall, so about average.
They're medium, I guess.
How much Goggins rolled big? Okay,
36.
I can tell you a few more details about this particular one before I tell you about dryads generally. This one looks actually young. Why do I say that? The bark is still soft looking and unripe in color, and also the leaves look very bright green, right? Perhaps an older dryad would have more autumny colors to her, and more wrinkly bark. See? Of course, these are very long-lived, so it's hard to tell, but you can tell that it's very young.
Yeah.
Which is to say, it's probably a newborn dryad, born out of the. Actually, your shaman might well whisper in your ear something to that effect. Born of the magical energy that suffuses this place and its benevolent vibes. You think that may have something to do with the ritual she performed earlier to heal the area. It may have caused this whole thing to appear.
Okay,
But
yeah.
exactly how and why, that remains to be seen. Now, dryads generally, let me tell you a bit about that. So they are fey spirits of nature.
Okay.
Yes. They appear as beautiful women, with plant-like features, right? Bark, leaves, other foliage, vines. And the key thing that you might take into account, they are magically bound to a single tree. These trees serve as the Dryad's life force and home.
So if anything happens to this one, she's dead. But
well, maybe not.
also...
But because, by the way, Hamadryads are a playable race. And you can't possibly go adventuring while tied to a tree. So, But suffice to say, it changes them irrevocably. Right? It's like a big part of their identity, right?
Is it like kind of like the species of the tree affects their appearance or attributes or kind of
Yeah, it's like a part of their bodies and souls. So if you cut down the tree for any old reason, they might even turn into hags, actually. Yeah. So,
on that. No hags in.
How many cats do they get if they turn into
that? Yeah, I don't get it.
That's climb trees.
But yes, they act as protectors of forests and trees, of course. But as I said, it's not a rule, and some may be more militant in their protection than others. But yeah, now Guardians will use a primordial to communicate, and what she said earlier was, how would she address you? Because not all of you are humans. Hashtag not all. Hashtag inclusion. Hashtag representation. I'm having trouble with this, but she will greet you. That much is true, and she will say in a sort of neutral tone, as far as you can discern, what are your intentions here?
Who speaks primordial? Just Goggins?
And Kill, but yeah.
And
And the shaman, Sarian.
is Kale the one who's got the yandere girlfriend? That could be where he is right now. She just won't let him leave.
Oh, sure. Well, she's here too, because she's a huntress.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Look.
she is the huntress. All right, yeah, well, never mind that.
Let's see. We'll say we're the lords of this land and we protect it against evils. And Coggins will say, I am a man of the primal nature.
Sorry for me to interrupt. Please keep in mind what you were going to say. But I have a small issue. Does Goggins even, realize the significance of the title Lords? Does even he put much price on it? Because the Dryad certainly doesn't recognize feudal human titles. So would he even mention it? I kind of doubt.
I guess only in the context of that's who we are. Like that's what people think of us as, whether
You could put it as
or not.
we own this domain.
Yeah, we could say the keepers of this area. Or
Yeah. Oh, that's even better. Even better. Yes.
And I am one with nature myself, or perhaps not to the degree that you are.
Ah, mountain kin. We know of you and your kind. You are stewards of nature indeed. And I can sense you have protected this land before. You, girl, approach. Me? Okay. I sense that you have healed this place from a malignant putrefaction. The stench of death has been cleansed, and that magic was what born me and my how should I call him? My treant what? Father is not appropriate.
Sire, maybe?
Caretaker, charge, I guess. I guess that, yeah. That's basically it. Oh, actually, wouldn't they speak Elven? Or some kind of dialect of Elven? Never mind. um, yeah. So she confirms what you heard earlier. That that ritual was what led to this thing going on. And the Dryad mentions, I would anoint you with nature's protection. And she puts her woody hand on her head, and the tree actually lowers a branch and places it as if, a crown on her head. It's a sort of ritual. You may you may want to roll for that to tell what the hell is going on.
Yeah. What do you want me to roll? A perception or a nature again, or?
I suppose. I suppose nature. Yes, nature. Also Arcana.
I'll roll nature.
Arcana.
Oh. 2 5s.
2 5s. Not in our game on this one. Deep magic.
Okay, well,
apparently.
that's not much. Goggins can tell that it's a sort of blessing, right? Like, you think this might be sort of linked to you know the feudal ceremony where some kind of noble puts a sword on the knight's head and shoulders. I anoint you, sir. Whatchamacallit. It may have begun as an imitation of this, in fact. So this is way older than that feudal custom and carries actual power. Right, so this may well be some sort of rite of passage for this young shaman. But yeah, the tree, you can sense the tree is alive, right?
Yeah.
Like the giant fucking tree is alive. But how and in what form you don't really know. You know it can move and change and do stuff, but to what extent you might want to ask, really.
Goggins will ask her if she needs anything from us or if there's any way we can help her to prosper in the area.
Oh, good question. She says, well, not really. We are independent. We work in harmony with the forest. So long as you maintain the balance, that is enough for us. In fact, we may protect the area as well. We have a shared interest in protecting the pristine nature of this grove and the valley generally, especially against other fiends that may dare to trespass.
Yes.
Can you imagine, guys, this big ass tree fighting?
I find it. I mean, Goggins is not Goggins. Kairos is going to be instinctively trying to figure out what sort of military strength it would take to try and overcome this, and he's quickly realizing that he's never led, been a part of, or really even countenanced the size of the force that would be necessary to overcome this thing on a defensive thing where it controls the terrain.
Yeah. Well, think about it in these terms. It's sort of the equivalent of a castle, right? Both in size, territory, controls, let's say, and potentially capabilities. What do I mean? So besides exerting some sort of influence on the nearby wildlife, right? It also can move. So
they can heal.
Not move from the spot, mind you. It's still a tree. But like, imagine if this thing were to become a bowman. What kind of?
Oh,
well, I mean,
forget artillery.
I mean, yeah. Just imagine it releasing arrows the size of like fucking oak trees.
Sheer kinetic power.
Oak trees, right? So you can say goodbye to your fucking catapults. That's like weak shit.
What are the leaves like? Are they like? Is it a broadleaf tree, or more like a needles, like an evergreen, or? It looks like a broadleaf.
Well, it's hardwood for one.
Okay, right.
They grow pretty big. So you see these big ones here. These are oak trees. They are especially big, since one of the effects of your barbarian camp is all the wildlife, not just the fauna but also the flora, grows big and strong. especially now with your new totems and rituals performed, that's gonna be really felt all across the land.
Pump it
So yeah,
into the earth.
yeah. I mean, did you say if you fought the werebear with his with his war form and stuff, where nature's protectors like really chads and stuff? No, this is like next level shit. Like imagine the range. Imagine the range on that oak projectile. That's a fucking ICBM.
This is like having like a 10 army units in one.
Yeah, of course it's very slow. Just like the ants in Lord of the Rings. And in fact, the Dryad will mention that only she can communicate with it. Not just because they're linked and stuff, but it speaks Entish. So who the fuck speaks that? No one. No one here.
Yeah.
But they are linked not just in spirit and stuff, but also in language and nature, right? But yes, you have gained special allies in this sense.
Yeah, this is a. If we have like a heads up on some kind of attack, providing we've got a bit of time to know about it, then
yeah,
this tree's gonna help.
And luckily, you do have eyes on quite a bit of the surroundings. You got outposts, you got watchtowers, you got allies on the outskirts. So, very little thing will get past it. Yeah. Maybe something from down the mountains, but, Oh, and you also have a dragon that might fly around every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also that.
We're pretty well protected at the minute.
Yeah, and this used to be a glacial valley. Valleys are usually, very well protected. Any large force would have to go in one of two ways, one of which is protected by the dwarven city. So, and those are no chumps, let me tell you that.
Yeah, not easy to pass through.
No, they have siege weapons and fortifications and stout motherfuckers looking, raring for a fight. So, Yeah. So how about that?
Nice. Our forces grow. As does our influence.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and your influence as in you're being beneficial to wherever you go.
Goggins will
making your mark.
He'll go over to Blanos and he'll say, "Hey, big guy, what do you think? This tree is bigger than you."
Oh, I'd like to climb it. I'd make a really big club out of that. He looks at his club, which is, like a tree trunk, It's like, oh, I feel, what was it? He wouldn't know the word for inadequate, but you get what he means.
I could just see the tree, him climbing the tree, and the tree's flinging him off.
Yeah, like you would flick your finger, No, but like, think about it. This is like a sturdy ass fucking tree. It wouldn't be threatened by just anything.
No.
Maybe if you were to set it on fire, then yeah, fuck around and find out.
You'd probably get drowned in sap.
Oh, there's just all kinds of stuff. Like, imagine some vines like with the power of 10 whips. Whoosh, that'll fucking split you in a few pieces. So,
Cat of vine tails.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Dryad's no slouch either, if you must know. Although she is quite young, All right. Well, if that's all for now, we can move on. Now, let's see what we have prepared. Shall we do another happening or move on to some significant stuff?
Let's do another happening.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d50.
Anybody want to do the honors?
I'll roll it again.
Right.
41.
41. Let's see. Oh, wow. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because this random happening ties exactly into how I wanted to introduce a certain NPC. So let me, I guess here is just as well as any place. Let's put you guys on the road. So to say you're on the road. Who's missing? Oh, your mage. Well, we'll introduce him later, I guess. Right. Oh, no, not you, bitch.
Get back inside and bake me some bread.
Get back in the kitchen. Literally, she was cooking earlier. But no, but legit. Okay. So let's just say that well, you're actually around town. I should fucking build a map for the town as well, because there's a whole bunch of stuff in there now. Your population is growing, and people are building, taverns. Well, you got like two, but oh, actually, a tavern and an inn, because those are different. You remember, one of them is for drinking, the other is for sleeping. Right, and as you watch the tavern, you see an unfamiliar figure, a female by the looks of it, hooded, and fucking loaded in weapons, dude. Loaded. So she has a long, thin, curved sword. She has a long half. I'm not gonna say the names, just so you know. You may want to identify them yourself. A long hafted falchion, and a long bow, and perhaps a smaller sword on her hip.
Tooled up.
Yeah, but maybe some other things as well that are concealed, but these are not concealed.
Sounds like she wants people to know that she means business.
Yeah, but that's all you can see at a distance, let's say. And as you look on, you see her trying to talk to the barmaid, but they're not really getting on. I mean, they're not understanding each other. That's what I meant to say.
Are we in the pub right now? Or are we just looking out the door?
No, you're in the street looking into it. Like, I don't know.
Out of curiosity.
How much of a distance? Let me check. You're at about 100 feet. No, 60 feet. 20 meters
All right.
far.
Is there like a bit of a kerfuffle then between the two, the barmaid and the...
What, sorry?
Or is there like a bit of a kerfuffle? Like, are they kind of shouting, or is it just...
No, maybe just a bit of frustration.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if you approach, you may find out why that is.
Yeah, let's prick up our ears. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, as you approach, you hear the woman talk in a completely alien language.
Can't make a thing out. That's probably why there's frustration there. No one can understand it.
Yeah.
Can we detect the language like with a check or?
I suppose a history check. You'd have to roll high enough to identify it, and you know.
Oh, what about what's his face? Oh.
Oh dear.
Who's the where's our mage guy? He might be able to. He has good history, doesn't he?
Oh, I forgot to mention that guy was is gone. He's dead. Yeah, he got it by Gauche.
Okay.
And despite, despite his nature as a deva, a reincarnating soul, due to the nature of Gauche and him dying in that terrible realm, his soul is gone. Gone for good.
Forevermore.
Fuck off. Yeah. Sorry. You know.
We should hope we have
What
to
can you
hold a
do?
funeral.
Yeah. No. No. Why would you do that? No, don't do that.
Them's the breaks, you know.
What can you do?
We're not just candlestick makers, you know. We get in tough stuff.
Yeah, you get in a bunch of trouble, you know. Okay, as you approach, I'm gonna delete that. As you approach, you can see the woman ask in a sort of somber, sort of straight-laced tone of voice. Nomu kudasai. What? But she's gesticulating. Yeah, it is, but she's doing the gesture with a drink to her face, you know. But the barmaid insists, what's the drink? I don't know. We have lots of things. No moo, which means drink. She's probably not fussy about what kind of drink she's getting.
I'll go over. I'm gonna get her a glass of water.
Okay.
Clean water. And I just give it to her.
Yeah, duh. Okay, she looks at you. You see her features finally. Let me actually upload the character. Right. Me. Portraits. Okay. Okay, there she is.
Ooh.
Well, she's not dressed quite like that, but you know, I mean, she could be. But certain things are precise, such as that sword, the red gloves, that kind of, and the tattoos. But you only see the neck one. You see her features; they're distinctly different because she's Asian, and she looks into her eye, right through your. Are you helmeted, by the way? I assume you are, because you're always helmeted, right?
Yeah, just in case. Just in case.
He sleeps with it. Never takes it off.
Even during sex.
Well, of course, you gotta have protection during sex.
Yeah. Just by the way, I pulled a joke one time. I was asked about protection, and I took out some knee pads and a helmet and a bike helmet. She didn't laugh, but you know,
Time
well, it's because it didn't fit
yeah,
her.
she looks. She looks right through your helmet holes, like you feel as if she's burning a hole through your soul, and then she looks at the mug, takes it apprehensively, smells it, and finally drinks it. But she seems disappointed. She may have wanted some alcohol. By the way, you can roll an insight.
I would
Just
say,
by the way,
when I hand her, I say water, water. Okay, and then
Wata?
and then I get
Wata shua?
I go water. I hand her that,
Nah.
and then I'm like, hey, give me a beer. So they give me a ale, and then I hand that to her.
Yeah?
Say, ale, ale.
Or you can say beer. Biru? Huh, biru.
Beer.
Hi. She's not that energetic. She's very taciturn, let's say. She. What's
Almost
that?
roll a 20. Almost roll a 20.
27. Um, right. You can feel that this one. Well, you could tell she's dangerous from the fucking mini arsenal that she carries around with her. But you can tell that this lady has seen a bunch of shit. Like, it's written on her soul. Okay, and yeah, then she takes that beer again, smells it, and drinks it in like, and that's it.
Especially interesting because doesn't East Asia have a lower alcohol tolerance than most places in the West?
Well, this isn't the real world,
Yeah,
so
I know it's obviously not, but still, it's an interesting.
No,
plus,
these are pretty good.
you have different people there too, just like you have the Irish who have alcohol blood levels, not the other way around. So, presumably she's from the countryside where they drink a bunch more. But yeah. Okay, she drinks the mug. What else? Because she doesn't seem very chatty, very outgoing. Plus, you have a language barrier.
What can we ask, guys? Like, how do we communicate with someone that cannot understand? Okay, I'll point to myself and I'll say my name. And then I point.
Yeah,
Fucking
to
hell,
her.
guys! If you had Gorath with you, he could have cast a ritual.
I know.
Comprehend language.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know what? Let's just put him in and retcon his entry later. How about that shit?
Kale's trained in rituals.
Yeah, but he doesn't know comprehend language. Let's just have this guy cast comprehend language. He did know it. I'm gonna need you to write down 10 gold pieces for the components. It says, choose a language you have heard or a piece of writing you have seen within the last 24 hours. Using the visual you allows it to understand it when spoken. And if your Arcana result is 35 or higher, to speak it fluently. So let's see.
What was the cost, sorry? 50?
10 gold, 10 gold.
Yeah.
Do I have bonuses? Oh, I do have a bonus while on the domain grounds. Let's see. Oh, shit! Oh, god damn it.
What's the bonus for the grounds?
2.
Oh.
I don't suppose I can re-roll it. Could I?
I mean, you're the DM, so this is exclusively up to you.
Yeah, but the challenge could be funnier than just the re-roll. You know? In any case, he can understand her, which is certainly something.
Okay,
right?
so but he can't ask questions.
Well, he can use gymnastics.
Well, the obvious question is, what on earth is? And most of us are pretty well traveled. How does somebody show up out of nowhere? Where did she come from? Where did she come from? Where did she go?
Well, clearly from the Far East.
Yeah.
That much you could tell. 34. Okay, Gorath will will put on his charms. You know, not in that sense. Don't. This isn't his usual self, because he's gonna be wary to not get cut down in the street. Yeah, we're gonna retcon his entry later. Don't worry. We need him, Right, and he does the thing Frith suggested earlier. Uh, he points at himself as Gorath. Yes. And she looks at him skeptically, like, what's this gaijin motherfucker trying to pull here? But she points at herself and says, Akimi.
I should look up
But
what that means.
What that means? Oh, very interesting.
A lot of Japanese names have specific.
Pretty much all of them. I think I saw it. It meant something like bright dawn, beautiful dawn. It's kind of ironic for such a dark woman. But yeah.
She got an attitude.
I might roll an insight, and you can as well. Don't forget to try to tell a bit more about her. Like, okay, she is heavily armed, but what does that mean? Could be anything. Could be a soldier. Could be an assassin. Could be a lot of things, right? That insight doesn't tell me exactly what I need to know. Again, could be anything.
I mean, safe to say she's a warrior of some sort.
Yeah.
Can hold her own.
Speaking of which, would you want to propose a spar, Goggins? Because that's one language you have in common.
I mean, frankly, I'd be interested in her reaction, because an Arsenal or no, Goggins is what? 2 heads taller than her and probably at least 100 pounds heavier. Or like 2 or 3.
200.
So
depending on what kind of battle they're going, what kind of
yeah, she's 5'5" or 170 centimeters.
So yeah, in every physical way that we can see with the naked eye, Goggins should just immediately subdue her. So her confidence level as a result of his challenge is going to tell us quite a lot.
So Goggins will walk up to her.
In what way? Because this is important. You need to use body language prominently.
Kind of casually just stroll up to her, and then he'll just look her up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll smile. And then he'll grab his weapon.
Do you unsheath it, or do you just pat it like? Because again, important.
He'll take it out, and he'll kind of bang it on the floor, and then he'll kind of tap it with his hands, and then he'll kind of.
Wait just a second. So you unsheath it?
Yeah. Not right next to her, like he's a juggling distance away, let's say.
How much is that?
Like he's
Fuck,
like
if only I had like a table. Yeah, you know what? I have a table here that we could use for illustration. Let me put you down. Let me put the guys down. And see what kind of distances we're talking here.
like he's enough distance that like she wouldn't feel threatened from it that he could hit her from where he stands.
So let's say she's here, yeah?
Something like if she was there, maybe it'd be somewhere like there. Like what, four squares away? And he'll bang it on the ground just to get her attention.
Wait just a second. So 4 squares is like what, 4 meters? You, well, what happens is, well, let's say Kareth is here across the table and you're like here, I guess. Yeah? Yeah, that's about it.
Something like that.
Okay. Well, as you reach for your weapon, the table gets flipped right in Goraf's face, and she leaps up from it to attack you with her long sword, which, at player knowledge, is a nodachi, a long katana.
Like Sephiroth length, or how long we talking?
No, that's cartoonish, bro. Let me look it up actually. Odachi or nodachi? What's the difference? Come on, like I wanna know a length. The nodachi is around 5 feet, so it's basically as long as she is tall.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, they're pretty chad. So how about that, Goggins?
Yeah.
You wanna defend yourself, correct?
Hell yeah.
No, he was thinking he just let her cut him in half.
Actually, let me roll for that, because
Actually, you know what I could do.
where are my fucking dice at? Jesus.
We could do a dodge.
You can do a dodge. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Well, you dodge, right? And you can see the frankly ridiculous amount of skill, because in the time that you dodge, she not only she doesn't overextend her swing, which is unbalance her and stuff, but in that time you can see her swap weapons in the blink of an eye, and now she comes at you with her polearm, which is to say a naginata.
Oh, those things.
Fuck, let me Google it. Let me post it in the Discord. I'm gonna spell it in the chat for people to see. Hope this is gonna work. No, it doesn't. Well, shit. Come on, copy image. Okay, that should work better.
Okay.
Yeah. Incidentally, this was the preferred weapon for women warriors in feudal Japan.
Well, that makes sense. You want to keep it range if possible.
Yeah. And she comes at you with a 30 versus AC.
30 versus AC. hit. But we'll
Okay.
go parry.
Okay. Interesting. So, interesting, because while you parry with wait, how big is your level? Level 15. Okay.
15 now.
Okay. Mm. So while you parry with your weapon, due to the nature of her weapon, given that it's long, hafted, and curved, it curves past your weapon and does nick you in the shoulder. Boom, 7 damage. And give me an insight, quick insight. It's not great. Shall we cheat and use kill? That's basically cheating right there, because look at that fucking bonus. He rolled a 5
Oof.
and he has a 21 bonus. So, especially at this point in his career, Kale has seen a bunch of people fighting. You know, and where most people would get some sort of, you know, specific feeling while fighting, either rage or sadism, or, you know, they would fight with their emotions on full display. This chick's, nah, none of that. None of that. Basically robotic about it.
Interesting.
It's as if killing is her business, and business has been very good. Very,
But
very
also
good.
she doesn't. But also that she doesn't mix business with pleasure.
No, precisely. Now that may clue you into a few things, but I'm not gonna spell it out for you.
Can Goggins attack back now?
Yeah, sure.
Where is she? All right.
So you dodged, and she followed with the pole arm. Okay.
I'll roll attack.
Do it.
Me
Do keep in mind, right now, I'm pretty sure. Right now, Kairos is definitely confident that God can handle this. If you start losing, I'm jumping in. Which
Okay.
might lead to me getting my ass kicked, but you know.
Well, this is, you get that this is narrative over here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you know, you want to keep it dramatic and immersive, so there we have it. Okay, the first attack, she parries with her weapon, because you are doing it at the largest distance possible. You're doing a step-by-step, right?
Yeah.
You do a step attack, and the first she parries because she has enough length on her weapon. The second attack you perform while you close past her spear, right? Because that's what you do with spear wielders. You get past their spear tip. But this one, she dodges. She jumps over it, which shows a lot of agility. But the third, you manage to catch her. You know, uh, how do you say, left-footed? You finally hit.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do much because it's a glancing blow, right?
Do you want me to roll damage or?
And yeah, no, it's fine. It's narrative. Let's not fuck around, you know. And then um, while because she did a little spin. With that spin, she fucking kicks you. Let me see. Okay. A 30 reflex.
Definite hit.
You get kicked.
It kicked on, fool.
Then she will jump on the edge of the table and pull out her bow. React before it's too late.
Get a howling strike in there. As well, charge. She got Goggins annoyed now.
There's a new round, yeah. I mean, at this point, you gotta know that you provoked her, right?
Well, the thing is, he was doing it very slowly, as if to say, "We can have a little duel," and she just
but
went
think
for it
about
like he was trying to kill her.
Yeah, but think about her being on a hair trigger, right? So, any old thing might have provoked her.
If she wants it rough, that's fine. You can do that. Hey.
Oh
Rolls.
boy. She jumps up and kicks you in the face, knocking you prone.
Knocking Goggins prone.
It was under the chin with a lot of force and precision. So it's only due to Goggins' thick-ass neck that he's not knocked out right now. So this lady is a fucking dervish of destruction.
I think Goggins is getting too angry.
Well, maybe you want other people to step in to separate you guys, because someone's gonna die.
We can dance her a little bit more.
Yeah, but you know. Let's see if anyone else reacts.
I'm definitely.
And by the way, if absent players, people are absent, you can suggest that their characters do stuff. And they don't have to do them, but you can suggest like, oh, I know Kale to be the peace guy, so he likely would step in to do something, and then we
could step in, or he could try and hit her with Mantle of Misfortune, just so she's like slipping all over the place. That'd be hilarious.
I don't know about that, man.
I'm not gonna do it, but it'd be really funny. It's like, watch as she bitches and I just slide her a square, and she's like, "What the heck is happening?" Goes immediately from badass Japanese lady to clumsy Japanese lady.
Maybe Gorath gets back into. Why aren't oh, I have to manually prepare this stuff. Oh, spell book. Okay. Okay, I have an idea, but I will perform it when appropriate. Which is to say, when they are close together. So, how do you react to that, Goggins? Because you don't have to lie down and take it.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Okay, well, she's got Goggins pretty mad, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So Goggins will stand.
Okay.
Where is she right now? Is she next to him or?
In the air.
Yeah, Goggins will stand.
Probably preparing a good old swing.
And he'll pop Stone's endurance.
Okay, minor action standard. Maybe shift to dodge.
Why do I not see it? I don't see it coming up for some reason. Oh, I think it's because we're not in combat.
What?
I don't see it. I don't see that I used it.
In the chat? Oh. I can put you in combat, like, no problem, but
why not?
I doubt that's the issue, really.
See if it works now. Weird, it's not coming up.
You didn't retrain it for some reason, did you?
Nah, that would be weird.
No,
incredibly silly, but you know.
It's a ratio.
Oh well. Okay, that's your minor action. Yeah, never mind.
That's a minor, and he'll attack her again.
In the air?
Sure.
Okay, with what?
Storm of Blades.
Okay.
One.
Oh, as you attack. Stop. Oh wait, I didn't target you guys. Her defenses aren't accurate, but I will attack regardless. I miss Goggins. Okay, that's funny. Either way, I teleport her 3 squares back in this chair. And then I perform. How about that?
Who does he do it on?
Yes.
On her?
Yeah.
Oh well.
And then he goes over and presents her with another mug of ale that he got from here. Doesn't matter exactly what, but and of course signals you with his hand like, yo, cut it off. And in fact suggests that one of you guys summon the scribe. You know, the scribe who knows all kinds of languages. Because the woman's a bit perplexed why her weapons are out, but she can't exactly remember why. So there's that. And you know, how do you react to all this? Because, you know, I hope I didn't you know, rid you of agency and stuff, but I figured there has to be some way this.
You was gonna get yourself killed.
Yeah.
Hamada. Well, Gogs will.
You kind of got a good idea about, her prowess, let's say.
You
Gogs
bet your ass we
will.
did.
He'll walk up to Gareth. Gogs will walk up to Gareth and just say, "I didn't need your help."
Ah!
I didn't need your help, you know.
I had this in the bag.
And then he'll just sit on the chair, spit on the floor, and breathe deep.
Yeah, maybe nurse your wound a bit, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, she does take the mug from Goraf's handsome, smiling elven face and smells it again. And drinks all of it in like, hmm. Let me roll a bit of insight. Well, he can tell that she likes the beer. Presumably, this is your proprietary blend, right? And tries to communicate the best he can while your scribe arrives. He can understand or remember. So he tries to gesticulate. Beer, good? And she answers, yes, this is surprisingly good. I've never quite drunk something like this. What is it? Beer? And finally, your scribe arrives. Right. I've heard there's an emergency, my lords. What is to be done?
There's a newcomer.
Oh. Oh,
Speaks the language.
You know it's Far East, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Far East. Oh, I can't say that I am acquainted with many of the Far Eastern languages. I know bits and pieces.
All right. I guess we could try the ritual again.
You can, just in case. Okay. Your scribe lady, I think the name, I'm still not sure about the name. I think it's pronounced Eilish, because it's, Scottish Gaelic. Sorry. And she tries her best to communicate her name, a short, greeting, and the fact that you are lords of this town. Says, I see. I am very skeptical with regards to nobility. What makes these people so different to the ones back at my home? That's what Gorath understands. See, with the ritual. Gorath needs to roll another ritual, yeah, Arcana, with a +2 bonus. Let's do this. Fuck. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I want to ask you guys, what's your assessment of this one? Because you've seen quite a few things by now.
Exceedingly dangerous. If
Yes.
Gorath communicated what she just said to us, then she's probably, if not on the run, at least
Jaded, yeah?
Jaded in the extreme.
With regards to nobility specifically. But what else? Because I did slip in a few clues in there.
You mentioned the idea that that she's probably some form of mercenary.
It could be. I mean,
not, a mercenary assassin. Some paid.
Well, one thing in there basically confirms it for you. You can roll me an insight. Roll me an insight. Why not?
It could be the weapon she's using. Those I'm not.
Especially you. Well, not necessarily. Give me an insight, Carlos. Okay, that's pretty good. So you've noticed by now a few times where she smells her drink. Why do you reckon that is?
I just marked that down to suspicion, but
Sure, but that's not a habit any old person would come upon, you know? That's a professional defect, let's say.
My guess, either this is assassin, or she's from a court, a decadent court, where this sort of thing is common. And
yes, well,
you don't build up that. The only reasons I can think of for you to build up that particular habit are either you use poison yourself, and so you become accustomed to it for that reason, or you're from a place where everyone else uses it, and so you've become accustomed to it because it's that or die. And the places that I can think of that are most likely to use that. Let's say somebody who uses poison probably doesn't need to know how to fight as good as she does. So my instinct is that she's probably not a poisoner by trade. Not that she couldn't be. I just don't think she is. I think it's far more likely that she comes from an area, probably some sort of court, but not guaranteed, where that thing is.
Very interesting. Right, so you basically figured out, she's an assassin, weapons master. Something that you could use, really. You don't particularly have assassins in your employ. I mean, you do have Nimkane, who's a stealthy archer, but she's not ruthless in that sense. Right? She may have trouble.
Bad if we ask her to kill somebody.
I mean, depends on. I think she has before. Back in for me, when the thugs attacked your. Oh wait, you don't know because you weren't here. But let me tell you, back in for me, the guys were investigating this conspiracy and left a bunch of the retainers back in a safe house, which still got attacked by some thugs. Some of them were killed, some fled because you know how flunkies are, cowardly.
Yeah, assassins known. Well, maybe this assassin is different, but I was gonna say thugs, known for their loyalty.
Yeah, you know. And in fact, they got captured and interrogated. How about that? Some of them. One of them was Mario, I think. I did like that. Did I name them Mario and Luigi? No, one of them was Luigi for sure. Do you remember, Daru, back in Fermi when your retainers were attacked by those thugs and were captured and you interrogated them? It's a bit fuzzy to me as well, but
they were wizards, no?
No, they were thugs, just hired swords, you know. And since you have a paladin with you, you didn't exactly put torture on the table, but you did intimidate and bluff them quite a bit.
Kind of remember, yeah.
Yeah, you promised one to bribe them to get out of town, I think. Yeah, you did actually. You told them, I'll give you 100 Imperial lions to fuck off.
And he did.
And he did.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I've actually had that. I won't go into details, but I literally did have somebody offer me money to go away, and I just took it because I didn't care about it anyway.
Oh man, you didn't think that sort of thing happened in real life, but I guess people are full of surprises.
I remember that.
Right. So you got to figure it out. And especially in your military career, Kairos, you may have had some dealings with assassins too. Especially in Belturath, that kind of thing is, I do think they have a legal assassins guild. So how about that?
Some of the generals I worked with kind of considered them as uncouth, like the sort of people who we call in just soften up a target so the military can do it properly.
No, because see, well, maybe the more traditional ones.
Yeah.
But no, you gotta
win. Understood how you.
Yeah, you gotta take into account that Belturath is not a place known for its ethics.
Yeah. Every so often, I'd run across some old-fashioned one who was like,
Yeah.
I don't like assassins. They're all.
Yeah, more the desert people. Those are more traditional. They still follow the old way pre-covenant. When your people were turned into tieflings. But yeah, take into account that back in ancient times, the current day Thayans left Belturath for being too unethical, too morally flexible. So how about that?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Not much. I mean, not long after they were making deals with the devil, so it's.
Yeah, I mean, that should tell you everything.
They were right that time. Much as I hate to admit when the fans are right about things, they were right this time.
Right. So, how do you convince a jaded warlike woman who hates nobility to join some nobles and train them and their people in the way of the swords, the way of a bunch of weapons, really?
Something tells me if I were to try and do that level 10 tailoring thing, that would just crit fail. It should be like it would just confirm all of
no.
suspicions.
I mean, no. I gave it to you for a reason, right?
Yeah, but it'd be really funny if it's like, yeah, I'm gonna flaunt my exceptional wealth, and she's like, I hate people who flaunt their exceptional wealth. You've instantly lost.
No, but if you invoke your tailor bonus, you don't roll. You auto roll a 10. I know it's funny, right?
Yeah.
But maybe realistically showing off your drip might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
You gotta appeal to certain other qualities, I guess.
I still can't even really communicate with her, so other people are gonna have to take that first step.
Well, you can suggest things out of character.
I mean, I feel like it'd have to be the sort of thing. Like, okay, Kairos could maybe, if this person's, and we've all lived a brutal life, we could potentially find some common ground there. Kairos in particular being somebody effectively not on the run, but somebody who isn't in his homeland anymore. None of us are really, but it might be a little bit different for Kyrie Boy.
To be honest, that's a bit too nuanced for your level of potential communication here. You understand? So, interestingly enough,
yeah. Trying to recruit her, or
yeah, I mean, isn't that the point?
Ally.
Isn't that the like? I'm not sure you remember, guys, but when I give you these NPCs, these retainers, I give them some sort of story. More or less, of course. More or less, of course. Like when you recruited your spy master, she had a whole story arc where she helped and all that, I had to introduce her in some sort of interesting way, so to flesh out her character, make her memorable, and show off her skills. And remember, Swordmaster is what you pulled. I think Frith rolled for this one.
And you definitely delivered. She's exceedingly interesting.
Yeah.
No, I believe it was Daru.
Oh, we still But this is the downside of the interesting character who doesn't just wander up saying, "Gosh, I'm a big fan. Let me join you." No, there's something to this one, which means now that means we actually have to earn the privilege.
Yeah. Incidentally, as you do all this stuff, things start happening all over the street. People are cautiously approaching to see what's going on. Oh, the lords are fighting that strange woman. And you know who approaches the most? The kids, because they don't know better.
Oh.
And
Okay.
they're very much looking for some excitement. And when she got teleported and sat back on the chair and then memory wiped, they saw it. The kids saw that and went like, "Oh man, what happened?" They're a bit disappointed, but now feel a bit more encouraged to show up and interact.
She's about to get mobbed, or almost mobbed, by a bunch of kids speaking a language she doesn't understand, babbling at her.
One particular boy, a little blondie, dressed in rags basically. Not that poor, but nothing special, right? Approaches her and tugs at her sleeve. Right above her red gloves. I wonder why red. I really wonder. It's just she tugs at her sleeve and asks her, "Lady, can I see your sword? You have a cool sword." Roll insights. Whoever wants to, even Kale.
I got it. Oh, my insight's terrible, but I'll tell you what I can do.
Yeah, you can do it. Okay, not bad.
Frith is
better. Frith, that's good. That's good, Frith.
He reads people. I read battles.
Kale be like, I see your underwear.
You don't need much to tell that she immediately softens up. In fact, she puts her hand on the kid's cheek and smiles a bit. Of course, she says something that he can't understand. But yeah, how about that?
Okay. So that's an entryway. The obvious, I mean, that's the sorry, getting tongue tied. But yeah, that's our way in if we're gonna break down these walls at all.
Where was the conversation going last? I believe your scribe introduced you as the lords, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She wasn't thrilled about that in the slightest.
And then she looks back at you, looking probingly, like, squinting. And she already has, like, slanted eyes. You mean to tell me these are your people, happy and growing? If only Guard were here, he'd pitch his town so well, he'd be like the #1 patriot. Yes, this is our domain, and our beer is so lovingly crafted, and we'd love for you to hang around and have some more.
Shut up about your beer.
Patriots in control.
Good beer.
Huh?
I said Patriots in control.
Oh God.
But we can have the scribe say in as few words as possible, that sort of thing, she will say, yes, the people here are happy and protected. Is your experience not that? Hmm. And she visibly darkens as if a dark cloud has nestled right above her head and says, where I come from, things are very different. I suppose with Kale's insight, it's still ongoing because she's studying her. She can tell that, in fact, his big ass insight will. Did he crit? No. Still.
Didn't need to.
Not quite, but just about nearly. He will tell that she has deep childhood trauma, potentially some kind of child soldier, even. So how about that?
I don't like that.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot the nature music on. I should do this instead, because you're out and about town. I should have used a fighting song earlier. Ah, well. Maybe I can upload one now and not have you call me a doofus.
We don't need to call you a doofus.
Yeah, I already know.
Goggins will just say, he'll get up from the chair
Mm-hmm.
and he'll say she's a highly skilled warrior.
Wait, how would you know that? You know her memory's been wiped, yeah?
Yeah, but his hasn't.
I know, but you'll
You're gonna
give it away.
Not
Although Gog might not
necessarily.
realize that.
Not necessarily. He'll just say, she's a highly skilled warrior. But
You look like a highly skilled warrior.
not to
right?
her. He's not saying it to her. He's saying it to the boys.
Obviously, but
Oh,
you
she
know.
can understand him anyway, so you know.
Ah, fair enough. But he'll say, but she is too hot-headed, and she
It's a
will
bit,
get
it's a bit,
herself or
I'm
someone
calling
else
kettle
killed.
black here, Gog.
yeah.
Well, he's
You're a
mellowed.
barbarian.
Though. He's mellowed over time. That's the thing. He sees a young him in her.
I see.
And he will say, yeah, he'll say
Okay.
that. And then he'll say, I will not train this one.
Going full Yoda on us, are you?
Wait, why would you train her? Like,
Why would you need a trainer? Oh no, just train to control the hot-headedness is what you're trying to say.
He's saying he doesn't want anything to do with her.
I mean, okay. I'm not sure.
Like he's saying, if you want to take her in, fine, but he doesn't. He's not interested in.
Okay. I got a song. Like, yeah. Sorry about that, fellas. I will do her song. Just one rep. Just one rep. How about that shit?
Oh, okay,
This
yeah.
was supposed to go in during the fight. But,
I like that.
Yeah, I can share it later.
Is that from Ghost of Tsushima or?
No. If only. No. I was half a mind to get something from Sekiro. You know the one that plays when you fight Juzo the Drunkard. That's a real banger.
Oh, yeah. The one when you fight the first guy on horseback, I can't remember his name. That's pretty good.
You forgot his name? Let me remind you.
I know. It tells you enough times.
Is so wait. Jobu Onotaka. Oh, forgot. Fuck. Gyobu the demon.
If you attack him while he's talking, he gets proper pissed off.
Gyobu Masataka Oniwa! By my name, you shall not pass the castle gates! What a Chad.
That's a fun
Chad.
one.
Like, yeah, if you were gonna play dub, that's the reason to play dub.
Yeah, he's badass.
What a Chad. And he has that fucking spear, too. How about that?
Big fucking spear, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a what
no,
she
it's
was
a
using
spear.
earlier? Okay.
No. This one's a Naginata. That one is the Yari.
Is that the one where it's like straight
Yari.
and it's got two sort of sides?
Yeah, it's a cross. It's a cross spear. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, half a cross. Let me share the image in the Discord. It's cool. So
I can picture what I remember it as.
Oh fuck. Oh, well, I copied the song as well. How about that?
Nice.
Okay, and that's Gyobo's spear. It's not that.
You get the idea, though.
Right. Okay, you know that she does have a soft spot in the maybe open to the suggestion that you guys aren't scumbags. But how do you convince her to stick around? And you would have to use simple words because, yeah, your translator doesn't quite know, Far Eastern language. Because it's an isolated place, it's very insular,
What's it called? What's it called?
Oh, fuck. I haven't come up with a cool enough name, so cut me some slack.
The Eastern Tang Empire or something?
No. No, I forgot. Sorry.
Riceville.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. Filthy Frank? Filthy Frank.
I've heard of it, yeah, okay.
Papa Franco. Yeah, too bad.
The meme master.
Well, so how are you gonna pitch your town?
Are there still like lots of empty houses?
Yeah, they're being built all the time. You can see dwarves every which way, and their construction gear.
I guess we could show her. What do you guys want to do? Like, so we're keeping her. Are we gonna put her? We're gonna house her and stuff, or what? What do you think?
Well, we'd have to convince her. Do you think we could really prevent her from leaving? Unless we did something really nasty, like.
We could show her one of the new homes.
Yeah.
Torture, right?
Although we'd have to get her to go with us first, and even that, we're back where we started. If we do that, we have to.
Why do you reckon?
I mean, we could ask. If we want her to go to a specific location, just have the kid pull on her arm. She'll probably follow her.
Well, maybe not quite there. That was basically to say that your place isn't a dystopian hellhole.
Yeah, I know, it's a surprise to us too sometimes.
Maybe she's the kind who she's not going to be convinced on the fly. You just invite her and say, listen, if you want. You get bored of your roaming.
Oh. Why not, while you have your scribe here, ask her why she's here.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned that earlier and I completely forgot about it. Yeah, what brings her all the way from the Far East?
Your scribe, Eilish, will ask straight up. What brings you here? Is that a microaggression?
No. We didn't ask where she's from.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself, Nowadays, that's apparently a microaggression. But, yeah, right here, she thinks about it for a while. Gail, in fact, will be able to tell that she is thinking whether it's safe or okay to say. And she says, I am on the run. And that's it. No more details.
How that feels.
You could, insist, I guess.
Goggins would just say, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, okay. We know that you're actually just salty about losing.
I was gonna batter a couple of bad rolls.
What can you say to make her feel
Well,
safe?
you're gonna react to that in any way?
I'm probably just gonna shrug, be like,
Should I elaborate? Should I say not I'm on the run, but I'm being hunted?
That's a different matter.
I see.
I thought it was like, oh, I've got someone after me. There's I can't stay in one place for too long. No, she means like an immediate thing. Okay.
Well, maybe not imminent. Okay.
Yeah. But they chased her all the way out here? How badly do these people want her dead?
You're gonna have to find out. You could ask, like, who from? How bad is it? Do you need help? A disguise? A cover story? That kind of thing?
Sure, why not? Something in that realm. I mean, ideally, I don't know if we can communicate this concept with our limited translation,
Let me
but
hear
I'd be
it.
willing to bet that the people who originally founded Griffin's Gate, which were not me, but they probably had it planned as a sort of, among other things, a sanctuary for those in need.
Not necessarily. It was supposed to be a trade thoroughfare.
Ah.
And military fort. Because see, to the south you have Fermi, and a bit below the mountain range from there. To the west you have the old empire. The Heartlands is doesn't have any more mountains right up to the Imperial City, right? And to the east, past Grendel's Shield, that's the mountain range where it ends. That is the border properly. You have a relatively small slice of land, the borderlands. To the east, you have the what was the marsh? That marsh called the Shadow Marches. And past that, you have the Horns of Tunon, the birthplace of the Dragonborn. But past the borderlands, you have Thay. Past Thay, you have the Savage Lands, where there's orcs and Goliaths and giants and a whole bunch of stuff. And past that, you finally get into the Far East. There's another natural border there. Some magic shenanigans. Well, we're not getting into it, but she's definitely traveled quite a while. Right? Sorry, what was your question again?
Well, for me, the idea was if we can convince her that this would be a safe place, or at least a safer place than she's likely to find anywhere else, then out of pure self-interest.
You can tell Eilish to tell her this is a safe place. And she will say, nowhere is safe from my pursuers. How would you even guarantee such a thing? How would you be able to protect against dark magic?
Hmm.
And you can tell her about what we just did
And
for the couch.
that would be complicated. Suffice to say,
Yeah,
her
we wouldn't be
pursuers
able
are one, very dangerous, two, relentless. Now, what would attract that sort of attention? You don't know yet. I suppose you could ask, but perhaps it's not
He's
the
not
right
likely
time.
to tell us.
Well, you'd have to gain a measure of trust first, surely.
Exactly.
But
we could do the whole
I suppose you could ask, like, is there a tail on you?
We could do the Shrek gambit.
What's that?
One night, stay one night, and then one night turns into 10 years.
I suppose that could work. Depends on how you play it, right?
Oh, does she have a bounty on her?
You want to ask that specifically? You can. I will ask, do you have a price on your head?
Serious than a bounty.
She will ask, do you have a bounty on your head?
Yeah.
It goes beyond that. It's more of a how would you call it? A blood oath. Yeah, let's call it that. Death by any means necessary.
Oh, so is this like what the Islamists do with that like?
I suppose you could call it a fatwa. I suppose yes, but that has specific cultural connotations, whereas this is a different culture. But essentially, that yeah.
So
anyone from that culture should kill her on sight.
Yeah.
She's broken the oath that she was sworn to uphold.
Well, you don't know. You don't know. I know, but you don't know.
That's what I would infer from that, from what she said.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair for you to infer that. You might not know the specifics, but suffice to say, yeah, it's some bad shit. How would you convince her that, one, it's safe, or at very least you would be willing to protect her? And perhaps offer her some other calling than murder.
I mean, that's the thing that's going to be the hardest to communicate with our limited translation is on the issue.
You can try, surely. I'm here to help, you know.
Well, for me, let's see.
By the way, Barry, you mind looking up some sort of item that lets you translate stuff? Like perhaps some sort of wondrous item?
Sure. There's probably something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, look. Quite cheap. Gem of Colloquy. I'll write it in the thing here.
Oh, I see it.
It's a level 2 item, 520 gold pieces. It takes a head slot, and you can choose a language when it's created. Although it'll take some time and money to get it done. So eventually you'll be able to understand each other at the very least one at a time. Or if you don't want to carry a head item, you also have the polyglot gem, but this one's 1,800 gold pieces.
Much more?
Yes, but it's more convenient because you just keep it in your pocket.
Oh, I see that.
Or you gift it to her to let her speak common. Right?
Yeah. We need to get one though.
Yeah.
From somewhere.
Oh, you have an enchanter, an artificer, don't you?
I imagine they're fairly easy to make. Level 6 common.
Oh, common, yeah. She should be able to do one in like 2 days. And if you infuse it with common language, that's no big deal at all. Right?
Yeah.
But for that to happen, you need to, one, commission it, and two, wait for it to be done. Easier said than done.
Perhaps for now we could just
Ask how long is she staying here? Right?
Yeah.
Has she got a room here at the inn?
She might have been interested in getting one, sure.
Perhaps we will tell her she can stay here a night if she wants. And we'll talk more tomorrow. Well,
Why not go a bit above and beyond? Why not invite her to the castle?
Ooh. I mean, frankly, I wasn't sure if she'd go with us. But her opinion of us
you
seems
can try.
pleasant.
It's an option. Like, how would you like? You know, buying someone a room at an inn is pretty nice, but you wanna be a bit more than that, I guess.
But then, if you think about it, if you invited someone to like a palace, they'd be suspicious, more suspicious. Then if you just said, "Stay here, and we'll speak tomorrow."
Yeah, you may have a point. But okay, so get a room and a hot meal, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Let me look up the price for that. Okay, meal. Wait. Typical room, 5 silver.
Okay.
Bottle of wine, 5 gold. Common meal, 2 silver. And
Okay.
put another 2 silver for the drink earlier.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And your scribe and Gwarath will offer that. And you can tell that she's lightened up quite a bit from earlier. But she will still say, if anyone plans on pulling some tricks, you won't be surprising nor impressing me.
Fair enough. All right, we'll
That
bid
just
her a
makes
good
my
day.
tiefling nature want to try, but I know it's not a good idea.
Okay, so for now, you have a deadly Asian assassin in your inn. Congrats. We'll see how this pans out some other time, maybe, or
Yeah.
presumably you go to your artificer and commission that polyglot gem infused with common language.
Yeah, I'll make a note.
Yeah, 1,800 gold.
Okay.
And we'll leave the rest of this interaction for next time when Kale is here too, because I really want to hear his input.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
understand that Otto won't be here next week.
Yeah, I'm moving, and that's that.
Ooh,
So I definitely won't be available next Saturday, and it might also limit my availability the weeks following. But I'll keep you posted on that. I don't know that part for sure.
Well, maybe we can do Sundays for a while. I like Saturdays, don't get me wrong, but let us
see
know.
what I'm available for.
Yeah. We can even do potentially another time slot, because I'm not averse to waking up in the morning.
Well, I know that I'll look into what my schedule is. I don't want to go into too much detail
just
here.
keep us posted.
Yeah.
Keep us posted.
And do you need me? You could. I'll do my best to look into the military army thing that you wanted me to
Yeah,
look at.
I'll prepare some stuff for you. Yeah,
I can do what my
including
character's doing.
including some short rules and stuff, so you can tell what's going on there.
Never really done a whole lot of like Warhammer style tabletop, but this could be an
Yeah,
interesting way to get
it's definitely not complicated. Plus, it comes up very rarely, and when it does, I'll help and all that good stuff.
It'd still be a whole lot of fun. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
so
it's definitely dramatic. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
we had a big battle. What was that? We had that like.
One of them was in the Undermountain.
It wasn't a tank.
So
it was like a
picture this.
Thing.
Picture this, Otto. They were in under a mountain. Okay.
In the mines.
They were they were atop a mechanical dwarven tank, like legit tank that was built for mining. It was called the mole rats. Okay, they were atop the tank with drow assassins falling from the ceiling onto the tank, fighting them, including one named character called Gredina, a yandere drow assassin lady. Like, legit, see this elf guy? She wanted to take him as her plaything.
She's drow.
And she almost succeeded, because the guy was at 1 HP, clinging to dear life from the staff which was used to steer the tank, while there was a dwarven driver inside waiting to fire the let's just say plasma. It's a plasma cannon to melt the a certain cave wall. Okay, all alongside them there were armies of dwarves, Duergar, which is dark dwarves, cavalry, their cavalry, not the dwarven cavalry, androids, warforged. What was it? The trolls, bugbears, slaves. All of these slaves, drow slaves. Driders, which are huge spider people. Okay, and they were racing against time to seal a particular cavern because a fucking Baylor was approaching.
Oh shit.
Yes. So when these guys saw him, they fucking shit their pants. It's like, oh boy.
That was a close.
Yeah, and he counted as a whole army unit unto himself, much like a dragon would.
Or a little bit like the second phase of the what's it? Second phase of the god was kind of
because this guy was huge as well, you know.
Mm.
And by the way, a Baylor is let me check.
It's like a Balrog, right?
Yeah, it's basically a Balrog.
That was what I was remembering it was, but I wasn't 100%.
Yeah, he has a lightning sword and a fire whip. Okay, Baylor, huge elemental humanoids, demon, level 27, elite brutes. Lightning sword, plus 32 versus AC. 6d10 plus 11 lightning damage.
And we were like, what, level 6 maybe?
Maybe 8. Maybe
a bit more.
I forget. Still.
We got hammered that one. I don't know how.
Yeah, and they pulled it off, the mad lads. Of course, the drow bitch fled, but you know.
Maybe she'll come back sometime. Especially now that her favorite plaything is alive again.
Yeah, he wasn't dead. He was just somewhere else. We'll get into it next week.
What if she's the reason he's alive? Like she brought him back and he escaped. Not alive,
no, because listen, he spoiler, I guess. He went through another plane, something that basically never happens. So he'll definitely have some stories next week.
And the kinky bastard will have found some loving as well, I'm sure.
The what?
The kinky bastard will have found some love interest.
Well, maybe.
Roll for endurance.
Spoiler.
I think you just
Spoiler,
think statistically it's probably gonna happen.
Spoiler, it was in the Feywild.
Oh shit.
Why?
I don't know. I make it a
It's-
personal rule unless I'm playing as the Fae to never ever ever trust the Fae. Just
I
don't do it.
mean, it's significantly better than the Shadowfell.
Yes. But at least with the Shadowfall, you kind of know what you're getting into.
Yeah, it's basically the negative dimension. Everything in this world is backwards and upside down, much like certain ideologies in the real world. But yeah,
He gets there and everyone's calling him comrade.
yeah, basically, yeah, you got a pretty good idea of what happens in there. But the Feywild is, bright and verdant and all that good stuff. But of course, it has its bad stuff, like even the more overtly good creatures like fairies and satyrs and all that. They're pranksters. It's all good natured, of course, but but there is also evil, such as the Fomorians, dark, misshapen giants, or the Unseelie Court, which is dark elven gods. The counterparts to Queen Titania and King Oberon, which are the monarchs of the Seelie Court. And yeah, it's complicated. I won't get into it unless you pull this guy's tongue like, yo, motherfucker, went like to another dimension. Basically, no one went there ever. Tell us what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, he'll have some stories for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about whether to give him an eye patch when he came back, punished Gorath.
That could work.
Nah, because then I'd have to cut a bit of his perception. Maybe like a cool glass eye.
Make it like a
Maybe his
magical eye
hearing gets
patch.
better,
Yeah, a magic eye, So he'd have heterochromia. I don't know. It remains to be seen, I guess. But, it's getting close to time. So,